Hey guys, how are you all doing? So today I'm excited. Well, let me just tell you guys the story of what's happened. But I've lost a lot of footage from my camera, or my memory card I should say. I don't know what happened, it went corrupt. I tried to save the files. I lost a lot of footage of my daughter's birthday, which is really annoying, but what can you do? So I had two videos that I had recorded. One was a get ready with me and it had a story time in it, and the other one was a whole massive Primark haul, and they're gone. Absolutely gone. So I'm gonna try and re-record my get ready with me. I mainly just wanted to do my makeup today because I have missed doing my makeup. I haven't done it properly for the past 2 days, and that might seem like nothing, but it's actually a lot for me, because even before then I wasn't really wearing much makeup on. But for those of you who don't know, makeup is literally my therapy, so I'm actually quite sad I didn't get to do it. So today is going to be my relieving day, and it's crazy because when I don't wear makeup and I don't do my full skincare routine and whatever, I feel like I touch my face more, and because of that I get more spots. I don't know what it is, but that's what happens to me. It's really weird. So I've just adjusted myself and we are going to get ready. Jenna is asleep. We'll have to see when she wakes up, but hopefully I can get this done. I've cleared this new memory card out, so all should be good. Let's get started. I'm literally going to do the makeup routine I have been doing for the past couple of weeks, and it has actually quite dramatically changed. I have two primers I like to use. The primers, because I'm excessive with my pore filling problems. I'm actually getting sick of primers because I feel like they're not doing anything for my skin, especially when I do close-up photos. You can actually see every single pore on my face, but I think that's normal, isn't it? But I just don't like how the internet tries to show you that everyone has super smooth skin. So yeah, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer just on my T-zone area. This is where most of my pores like to show up. I actually really like the mattifying one, but I don't know where I've put it. If I knew where that one was, I'd use that, because I am going to go over the top. Excessive, I know. I'm going to go over the top with the Benefit Primer, because this is kind of the best of the best that I've found so far. Yeah, and I don't think I want to splurge really heavily on pore filling primers if I know they don't really do much. So I'm just applying that. I'm hoping you guys can see me properly. So okay, yes, so I have primed. Now I'm going to go in with the corrector. I have sadly just succumbed to the fact that I'm never going to get enough sleep, so I am just relying on correcting my under eyes. So that is what we shall do. And here, because I have like, I don't know, I don't want to call it discoloration, it's hyperpigmentation, isn't it, when you start getting that 5 o'clock shadow around your chin. So how is everybody doing? I hope you guys are all well and everything's okay. The holidays are just flying by. I can't believe in a week's time I'm going to be back at work. Can you see how evened out my skin looks? I really like that. It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Concealer. Bourjois is back in Superdrug, I believe, so it's not going anywhere. I just feel like they've amped up the prices of the brand, but it's fine. I bought this from Poundland, believe it or not. This is in the shade Amber. It's kind of dark for me, that's why, and it has that orangey tint to undertone to it, so I do love using it under my eyes and around this area to even it out. So foundation is a new one actually. It is this one from Primark. Yeah, and I'm actually really enjoying this. It was only a £5. I don't know if the price of this is gonna, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't. So I'm just gonna be applying that. But I am gonna mix it in with this Fit Me foundation. This is a much lighter shade because I find that this Primark one is a bit too dark for me. I'm gonna go back and try and pick up a lighter shade than this, but I just feel like there's not obviously a wide range of shades in Primark, which is understandable because it is like an affordable brand, but just wish they had like at least 4 or 5 more different shades. I'm just applying that to my face. Very yellow undertone, which I do actually like. So yeah, the holidays are actually flying by at a crazy pace, which I'm not a fan of. I'm quite worried about how Jenna is going to cope with me going back to work, because she's actually become quite attached to me. Before she was like, she didn't want to know who I was when I went back to work, and she loved my mom and she loved my niece a lot. but now she's like she likes me a lot now, or she's so attached to me that she doesn't really go to anybody else again. So I'm hoping that changes when I go back to work, because I do like seeing her independent side. She's quite independent actually. It's just sometimes, I think it's when she's teething, because the teeth are coming in, she's become quite attached, and I don't know, she's a bit whiny these days. So I'm going to just blend everything out with a sponge. Okay, so that's done. Can you see even my skin tone now? It looks beautiful. It's a medium coverage foundation, this is, and I really love the fact that it says it's matte, but it's not fully matte. It's not matte at all really. It has that dewy finish to it, but it's not, like, I'd call it a semi-matte, satiny kind of look to it, and I really like that about this, even though it says it's matte. And the thing is that I do find that it is long wearing. This is SPF 15 as well, and it's oil free, which I do like. This is in the shade Toffee, by the way. So with concealer, I am going to actually be using a lighter concealer, because I feel like that foundation did such a fantastic job. So I'm going in with my Maybelline one, the Eraser Eye. This is in the shade that is rubbed off. It is, I think it's in the shade Light. It's completely rubbed off. Thing I don't like about this one particularly that I have, this is the first time it's happened to me, is it's the twisty thing's not working, so I have to really push it out. I mean, I struggled to even open it the very first time I used it, so I'm just using it in the areas to highlight. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend out that. So I love how quickly that blends out. It's definitely a holy grail for everyone. A lot of people really do like it a lot. So yeah, it's a 6 weeks holidays. Guys, what have you been getting up to? Have you been on any holidays? Well, I was planning to this year. Planning meaning it didn't actually happen. Wanted to go down to Cardiff, spend a couple of days there, or even like just basically have a holiday there, because we went to Pakistan earlier and that cost us a lot of money, so we haven't really got enough money to go quite far. I feel like we've had a holiday basically, so we wanted to do a couple of days in Cardiff. But when we found out, like, I was doing all the research and everything like a couple of years ago, before that we went to Blackpool, and that was really good, and it was affordable and everything, and it was so like just really affordable. It was like £50 a night, stay in the hotel and everything else we were just getting ourselves. Yeah, when I looked up Cardiff, boy is it expensive. First of all, it's really expensive to get there. We would take the train if that was us, but it's like really ridiculous at how many hours it takes to get down there from where I live. And on top of that, hotel super expensive, so we were just like, nah, that's not going to happen. So we ended up doing a couple of, like, our community were doing a bunch of day trips, so we just did a bunch of those. Okay, now I'm going to set with powder. Use my powder that I really actually swap my powder out, because I went back to using this one by Innisfree, the No Sebum mineral powder. And I really love it a lot. I feel like this actually is so lightweight and finely milled that it does a fantastic job in covering up my pores. Or I should say, whoa, I put too much on there. I forgot the sifter things, not the plastic things, not on there, because I normally don't take off the whole sticker, but I did this time. And I noticed, yeah, this does a good job at kind of making my pores disappear. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me turn off my camera light and I'll show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. You can barely even see my pores now that I've used that powder. And that's why I love it so much. You can see the pores on my nose. Yeah, watch this. Disappears. It's amazing. You guys need to get on that powder. The first trip we went on was we went to Coombe Abbey Park. I went with my mum. And this was basically the story time part that I did. I remember now. I went with my mom and my husband and my daughter, and it's just kind of a massive park, and it has a lake situation, and all you can really do there is sit by the lake. They do have like a go ape, and I never knew what go ape was until I went on this trip. And it's basically like climbing and stuff up ropes and trees. And then we decided to just go for the walk, and I told my mum, I warned her before we went. So let me just go on to bronzer first, because my mind can't do two things at once. So I'm just going to use this number 7 bronzer, It is in the shade Caramel. Gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. Does it not remind you of Charlotte Tilbury? I'm yet to own anything from her, by the way. Just find her makeup's a little bit expensive for me. And at the moment I have far too much makeup. I just can't do it. Can't bring myself to do it. So yeah, I just love bronzing my face up like this. It's such a subtle, beautiful bronzer. So yeah, my mum, I told her, because she's not very good at walking, I go, can you just like sit on a bench and enjoy the views while we go for a walk? Because me and my husband when we go for a walk, we go for a big walk. And we love doing that on trips, otherwise what's the point? So we went with that community and it was only £5 for the bus, not for the coach. It was only £5 for the coach, so that's all we literally paid to get there. And yeah, and I told my mom, can you just sit here on the benches and we'll come back? She's like, no, it's fine, I can do it. We go on the walk, 50 minutes down, we look at the map because they have maps at different points, and the map tells us we're literally only a quarter of the way there. And I look at my husband and I'm just like, how is mom gonna walk this again? But let me just tell you guys about this blush. This blush, have you guys seen the new blushes by Benefit? They are gorgeous but so expensive, but I do love their blushes because I feel like they're perfect. My favourite one is this one. Absolutely love the California blush. My absolute favourite blush ever. But I decided to pick up the Pom Pom one. It was a very hard decision for me. So I've picked up two more, but they're mini ones. Don't know where I've put them at the moment. I'll show you guys them later, but in another video. But I've got the Pom Pom blush here. This is what it looks like. It's got the packaging of this has changed. It's got the little pom pom written on the inside, but the packaging is a lot slimmer. It doesn't have that brush in it anymore, and I just feel like it's more compact and it's a lot easier to use because no one really actually used that brush. If you did, I'm sorry, it's gone, but maybe you could have saved all your other brushes. But yeah, I'm using this blush. It's a beautiful pomegranate kind of blush. I think it's going to be perfect for autumn, but I have just been wearing it because I'm so excited about this blush. And again, it's just like, it's not powdery whatsoever. Like, I love my Primark blushes too, but they're quite powdery compared to these, and these are more longer lasting and just beautiful, and they just look flawless on the face. Like, they are seamless blushes. Can you see that? Love it. So yeah, quarter of the way, tell mom. No, I don't tell my mom, I tell my husband. And my husband and I are just walking, and then we find this little cabin that's off to the side. And I say to my mom, by the way, some other ladies are walking with us too, and these ladies were on the trip with us too. And we just coincidentally ended up going together on this walk. And then they're Muslims too, so my mom felt a lot more comfortable. I don't know, but she felt a lot more comfortable. And we go up to this cabin and we look inside and we're like, Mom, come here, because there's a place for you to sit. You can sit for a bit. But we don't actually tell it. It's like a big walk left. And then my mom was like, no, I don't want to come. And we're like, Mom, come on. And then we get shocked by how beautiful the cabin is, because it has these slits and this around the cabin, and you can look outside, you can see the lake, you can see the trees, you can hear the birds. It's beautiful. So we like stand there for a couple of minutes and we look at their history, because there's like some historical facts and stuff. And then we go back out and Mom's not there. She's walked off with the ladies. So we're like, okay, it's not a big deal. We're only a couple of minutes behind. We'll carry on. So the eyeshadow I'm going to use, sorry, we're going to take a little interval so I can tell you guys about the eyeshadows. So the palette I have been absolutely loving to use is this one by Colourpop. Everything's the wrong way around. It's this one by Colourpop. It is the Blush Crush palette. I love this palette. It's beautiful. I took it with me to Pakistan. Gives you endless like looks, neutral looks. You can go a little bit glam with the glitter and darker, smokier with the bottom shades, but it's beautiful. I just love this palette a lot, and I love the packaging of Colourpop eyeshadow. I'm actually quite a big fan of Colourpop eyeshadows. Got a couple of new palettes that I want to share with you guys later on, but I'm just going to do a simple look. I've forgotten my eyebrows. Should we do my eyebrows first? Let's do my eyebrows. So again, this is a new product I'm using for my eyebrows. at the moment, and it is the Kill Brow Hard Brow Pencil in Grey Brown by Cleo Professional. My niece actually bought this for me, and I love it because it is such a good match for my brows, and it's so easy to use. So yeah, we're a couple of minutes behind, and then we are going, like, we're trying to pick up the pace, but then we have got Jannah, we've got the pram, which is slowing us down because it is like muddy and gravelly. Not muddy, it's just harder to get around on when you're off-road or off-path. But can you see how quick that was to do my brows? So yeah, and then we see some beautiful views along the way, and then we're just like, well, let's take pictures, it doesn't matter, we're both on the same path, we'll be fine, we'll find Mum eventually. And then we keep going, and then we get to like a crossroad, and we don't know which way Mum could have gone. So we're just like, most likely the ladies have taken her back to the main site where the cafe is, and we go back there, and yeah, we can't find her. And I'm getting frustrated because I'm tired, and I'm just like, where's Mum? I'm getting worried as well. I'm like, where's Mum? I don't know where Mum is. So then we go back to, we're like, she probably took the other turn, like before you get back to the original site. So we go back over there, and I tell my husband, I'm just like, you know the number one rule for when somebody is lost? You stay where you are and they will come to you. If you're both looking for each other, you're not going to find each other. I tell my husband that, and he's just like, no, let's just quickly have a look. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm sitting over here on the bench, because this was like where the crossroad part was. Sitting on the bench, and I go to him, okay, you go quickly have a look around that other bend, and then I'll be sitting here with Jannah because we're both tired. And so we're sitting there, and I desperately need the toilet as well. And I'm getting frustrated, and it's been about 10-15 minutes. I ring my niece, I tell her, ring my brother, I tell him that we've lost Mum. And we're just like, it's typical, that's our mother, that is. So I'm going in with this shade called Blossom Up on the eyelids. Can you see? You can't even see. Can you see how beautiful that shade is? Stunning. So yeah, I tell my husband, can you just be quick? So then 15 minutes have gone by, and I'm getting annoyed. Jannah's crying. We were sitting under a tree that had falling acorns, which was silly of me. So then I moved, and because an acorn actually hit Jannah. Look how gorgeous that eyeshadow is. It's just this beautiful pink golden shade. I love it. Absolutely love this palette, mainly for that shade. It's gorgeous. So I just put that all over the eyelids. So yeah, and then I've had enough, and I'm just like, I ring him and I tell my husband, I'm like, where are you? Can we just go back to the original site? We'll see Mum there, we will. And she's probably there already. So I'm going to take the shade Cheek to Cheek and put it through my crease. This is literally the easiest eyeshadow look ever. So then he comes back 10 minutes later, and he comes like a completely different way, not the way he went. And then we saw some sheep, and I showed them to Jannah, and then we went back, and I go, look, I desperately need the toilet, let me go to the toilet first, you hold Jannah, or you hold the pram. Went to the toilet, came back out, I go, okay, right, I'm really hungry now, can you just go get some fries, because they had like chips, I thought they were chips, they were fries, can you just get some, and then I will go around to look for Mum. I turn round to where the cafe is, and there's bunches, and I see Mum there. I see her standing there by the pillars of the building, and I'm trying to get to her, dodging all these people, and I get to her finally, and I say, Mum, where were you? We were trying to find you. And she's just, you know what? She goes off on me. She's like, tenu nahi pata, teri ammi ithe tenu labdi phirdi, thak gਈ मैं बुढ़िया मैं हूं की करा. And then I just feel bad, and I just let it go. And I'm just like, yeah, it's true. My mom must have found it really, really hard. And then she's like, tenu ki lod si wapas jaan di labban waste. And I was just like, okay mum, let's just drop it now, we're fine, we found each other, it's alright. My husband's gone to go get some food, let's just go and sit down. And then she tells me the whole story of what happened. I'm using this popper bottle on the inner corner just to give it some brightness. And then yeah, she tells me how the ladies helped her out and that she went into the cafe to look. It must have been then when she went into the cafe to go get some water, and we hadn't actually gone into the cafe, and that's where we missed her. So yeah, but she was fine, alhamdulillah, everything was fine. That was the story of my missing mom, or half of how my mom got lost. So this actually turned into a bit of a story time video. I'm just taking the neutrally shade, oh no, not through my eyebrows, just to highlight under my eyebrows. Never do that actually, so why did I do that? So let me just neaten up the eyebrow and I'll be back. So yeah, so bless my mom. And can I say my mom doesn't actually have a phone, because she doesn't know how to look after a phone. She doesn't like the part where you have to charge the phone. So yeah, she hasn't had a phone, but I've learnt my lesson. Next time we're just going to take an emergency phone with us when we go out, and I'm just going to give her that. I mean, I made her a book, like my brother was telling me, you should have given her a book with all our numbers in, because other people were offering to ring us, but she never had any of our numbers. So I did actually make her a book of our numbers, but I think she put it in a different bag. So hey ho, that's just how it happens. Okay, so a new product also I've been using is this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencil. I have been looking for an eye pencil that will stay in my waterline. I'm literally dying to find one that will stay in my waterline, but I haven't found one yet. So I'm just going to quickly I can't do it on camera, can I? It's just going to look dodgy. But it's like a super black eyeliner, this is. But the problem is, it doesn't stay in the waterline like I want it to, and like by the end of the day it's transferred to the inner and outer corner, which I'm not a fan of. My last vlog I posted just a couple of days ago. It is the vlog where we went to Dovedale. Loved it, absolutely loved actually making that vlog. I loved telling the story of it. It was just lovely. So if you haven't checked it out, please go check it out for my sake. I loved making that vlog. Okay, so eyeliner time. New eyeliner I've been using. This is the matte. I cannot remember where I got this from though. I don't know if I got it from Poundland or what, but this is the matte water. By the way, Poundland makeup isn't Poundland anymore. If you're looking for good brands in Poundland, they're more expensive. Okay, so this is the matte waterproof eyeliner by Maybelline. It's the Lasting Drama liquid ink eyeliner. You can actually get this from Superdrug and Boots. I'm tempted to get it, but I'm just like, you've got so much makeup as is. Do you really need it? Can you see? Transferred into my waterline already. It says it's waterproof. It is not. I'm so sad because it was such an expensive eyeliner. Okay. Can I just do my eyeliner? I'm going to shut up for this because I can't do two things at once again. My favourite part about this eyeliner is it's super black and super matte. So it just looks beautiful. It looks like you're wearing a gel eyeliner. That's mostly done. I'm just going to put some mascara on and I'll be back for the lips. Oh, and highlight. I forgot highlight. Don't let me forget about highlighter because I always tend to forget about it. Right, highlight, new highlighter as well. Who am I? Who is she? Don't know. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter, Mega Glow. She'll tell you who I am actually. I'm that person that bought a bunch of beautiful makeup a while ago, and I still seriously have got tons of boxes over there, and they're brand new, and they're like, I'm gonna try them in a video. I'm gonna do a like brand new makeup, let's try some, but it never happens, so I just end up using some of the stuff already. So yeah, I've even got the Wet n Wild foundation and I've never used it. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Precious Petals. So my pet peeve is the fact that I buy all this makeup because I want to be one of the first ones to review it, and I never do it. So it's just sitting there, and then when I eventually use it, no one's using it anymore, which is sad. But I don't know how people seriously get through so much makeup so quickly, because I'm still getting through makeup that I've had for ages. So that highlighter is beautiful. Can you see that? It's just like this beautiful glowy highlighter, and it's natural and it's not super shimmery or anything. It just gives you that glossy look on your face. Okay, lip liner was my favourite one. Favourite Primark lip liner, Velvet Touch. I've sharpened it. My favourite thing about these lip liners is the fact that they are so smooth and they don't scrape on your lips. Like, I tried some NYX lip liners a while ago and they were seriously like hurting my lips, whereas these don't. They're super creamy. Lastly, what I'd like to do is just go over with the lip gloss. So the lip gloss I use is actually in my handbag. Let me go get it. Hold, actually, you know what? Leave it. Let's use this lip balm. This is the Baby Lips colour in Cherry Kiss. I actually bought this from Pakistan, believe you me, and I love it. So yeah, that is literally all of the products that I have been using recently. I mean, there's a lot more here that I could show you guys, but they're just my extra options. I'm ready, I'm glowing, I'm gorgeous, I love it. I missed makeup. Thank you guys so much for letting me do my makeup and rambling on and just having a fun time with you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any recommendations of any videos you want me to do, any questions you want me to answer, whatever, I can always put it into a video, compile all those together. But yes, I'm in that mindset at the moment where I'm just like, I'm going to try and post as much as I can. So yeah, this is kind of a long one. I hope you guys made it to the end. If you did, thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.